came back. They drove all the way back from Houston wearing the same exact thing.
Continuity.
Dude, look at his ankles.
It's okay, I feel the same way, so I'm still good.
Yo, that was tight.
Yeah.
It's some California love. I've been riding through the city in the Cadillac, getting faded off the Remy. Had a ugly little past, nowadays sitting pretty. I know I made mistakes, I just hope you can forgive.
What up, what up, what up, world? You guys are catching on so quick. Guys, look who came back. They drove all the way back from Houston wearing the same exact thing.
Continuity.
And we're also all wearing the same thing.
No, seriously, if any of you watched our last video with them in it on Friday, thank you for everyone who did. We'll put a link here. We literally stopped recording and they were like, oh, can we watch this? Oh, can we watch this? We were like, why don't we just continue to record this and share with you guys? Because there's so much content, especially coming from dancers, that we think is just gonna bring value to showing them. And one of the things, as we were kind of going down this rabbit hole, what we forgot about was 3J, the butter dance break with over Meg Thee Stallion's part, which is just phenomenal. One of the best.
Houston.
Yeah.
Let's go. And so for anyone who didn't catch them in our last video, quick introductions.
Talia.
Andy, do I do the whole?
I mean, you can give
They're both ex-dancers.
Ex-dancers. I used
award-winning.
Choreography, director of like a 60-person dance team. I used to travel and teach, and I used to travel and judge dance competitions as well.
Let's go!
So he knows.
my.
Yeah, that was
Sorry.
He definitely knows what he's talking about and what he sees. So we're gonna show him this and then jump right in to Blood, Sweat, Tears dance practice. So
that's another one.
Love you guys, appreciate you. Let us know what else we should show them later in the comments below. Hit that sub button and have a good week.
Let's get it! Good vibe gang. We'll watch, it'll transition into another dance break, which is pretty.
I feel like I can guess who already gonna be in the dance break.
Pause.
Who do you think is gonna be?
Well, clearly purple hair guy, right?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Okay, clearly purple hair guy. Okay.
Is that the only one?
Yeah, well, for now.
What about the other people?
Yeah.
The two we just
That's who we just talked about.
Okay, black hat.
Wait.
Black Cat?
Are you
That's
talking
sugar.
about?
Or RF?
Sugar and RF.
Wait, from what you remember, how I
I'm trying to look at their faces.
Yeah, that's a tough, like.
Are you gonna say like the contemporary dancer, or is it like some like the rapper?
You said the three J's, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can in Jungkook, J-Hope.
Yeah!
Good job.
Dang!
What are they?
Crush it.
So J-Hope's in the red pants. Jimin's in the middle right now with the blue jeans. And then
Wait. Blue jeans, they're all wearing blue jeans.
Oh,
The white.
Okay.
The one with shoes on.
Okay.
the one that caught your eye.
The one that's breathing.
The Asian one. Got it.
alright, here we go.
So smooth like the car I ride. Even the best party planner couldn't catch this vibe. Haters stay on their job, and I be on this girl's necks like the back of they box. Used to find us in the room with bouncers. Make them all get ratchet in their suits and blouses. I remember writing flows in my room in college. Now I need global entry to the shows I'm rocking. They know that I'm the way. Take over everything. They must be giving sticky.
Dude, look at his ankles.
Cause every beat I get on get turned into hubba bubba.
Hey, that was tight.
So,
We should replay it.
That was tight.
yeah, we can replay it. But I want to show, so we reacted to, it's on our Patreon, you guys, for anyone who wants to check it out. But it took them 3 days.
Yeah.
Out like 10 to 12 hours each day for them to get that 1 minute.
Oh, wow.
They were all, each one of them would look at it and be like, one more.
Yeah.
And then the other person would be like, one more. And
They
they
were
were all
like perfectionists.
They were eating, watching their film, like one more. They're like out of breath.
They're like, oh, my face there, I could have been smiling more. I could have popped a little bit harder.
Yeah.
And each of them kind of went through that, and so.
Until they all finally were like, okay.
So
Yeah.
just to say a helpful tip for anyone who's like a subscriber watching this and like really dissecting dance, that's a great way to improve your dancing, is just videoing yourself and critiquing yourself. You will get so much better, so much faster if you do that.
Boom. You heard it here first on Identical Reaction.
Are they like the 3 main dancers?
They're called the dance line. However,
I think one of them.
well, V is
like,
also like in the dance line, but I guess it's hard to like. They're all kind of progressing and they all dance, but I get that's just how it's divided as.
They're the Lisas of the group.
That's tough. Yeah, that's
okay.
yeah.
Did I open a can of worms? Like,
You might have, but
Cancel her!
no, easy on her. One of the things that we said, like when we first started watching them, is we were like, oh, I think we compared them to NSYNC, but you know how in NSYNC Justin Timberlake stood out.
Yeah.
He was the best dancer, the best singer.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, they're basically 7 Justin Timberlakes.
Okay,
Because they all have like are just so high on their craft, whether it's dancing,
they all have their own crafts.
rapping, singing, dancing.
They're the Avengers.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, typically in like dance performances, like me as a judge, I immediately look at the weakest person because the weakest person is like what you have your baseline off of.
When
critiquing. But yeah, whenever I watch them, I don't really know, like, just instinctively, I have nowhere to look, so I just look at them as a whole.
Yeah, I feel like there is no weakest person. So.
That's so good. Yeah, I agree. There's.
All right, we're gonna run it back one more time. You ready?
You should talk about each move that you like.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I want to hear your thought process.
So smooth like the car I ride. Even your best party planner couldn't catch this vibe. Big boss, and I make a hater stay on their job. And I be on these girls' necks like the back of their box. Houston's finest in the room with bouncers. Make them all get ratchet in their suits and blouses. I remember writing flows in my room in college. Now I need global entry to the shows I'm rocking. Smooth like cocoa butter, much more than a puddle. They know that I'm the way. Take over every summer. They must be giving Stevie if they ever had to wonder. Cause every beat I get on get turned into Hubba Bubba.
So the first time I watched this, because Meg Thee Stallion's in it, I noticed they had incorporated a Meg Thee Stallion type choreography on it that like boom 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 like that, and it's very Periscopal kind of like vibe. But I like that they put a little Meg Thee Stallion in the choreography, as like a little shadow in the corner. That was cool.
Yeah, that was sick. The little gang signs. No, that was tight.
Well, like they just made it fun too, because dancing can be so technical, but you know, like it really is about that showmanship that sets you apart from everybody else.
Yeah.
Agreed. Let's roll right in, you guys. We got more content for them to check out.
We're now jumping right in.
Oh wow, Rolling Stone BTS commercial.
Yeah.
That was cool.
We are watching Blood, Sweat, and Tears dance practice. So I'm super excited for them.
Let's go. This is
take on it.
Yeah, I think this will be. It's slightly different than. But we'll. I mean, that's why.
It's great because they're so
do hip hop. They're so diverse, man. They're like. It's unreal.
They cover all types of dance.
Exactly.
Okay.
All
right, here we go.
They burn a lot of calories on the training.
I think it's just
It's okay, I feel the same way, so I'm still good.
Yo, that was tight.
Yeah.
maybe explain to everyone what pictures is like when we talk about that.
Oh, like what
Sure.
you're creating with your
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
Form.
I mean, not only is dance about like the actual moves and the energy and the performance, it's about how you frame the image that you're trying to show. Like, there are some times where not everyone needs to dance, right? So like, sometimes less is more. And when you want to like paint that picture, you can have people stand there or do accent moves while the focus goes into where you need it to go. So they did a lot of that, like a lot of, they know how to dance as a cohesive group.
Yeah.
Versus like, oh, I need to always be dancing, kind of like 90s boy band style where everyone's always dancing the same like moves, like bye, bye, bye.
Yeah.
Over here it's more intricate and more mature and thought out. So like big props to their creative team on that.
Yeah.
And just big props to like them because it's easy to like not to stop performing when you're like in accent. But I never got that energy drop from any of them, so that was really good.
Yeah.
And what about the fact that overall this wasn't necessarily a hip hop song?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it was definitely a little bit.
Yeah, I saw them like sitting into the music more, which is like really refreshing to see because it's easier to dance on top of the music and be super hyped because that's easy, right? Everyone knows what that is, but it takes a lot of performance and character to like sit in the music and just let it ride and just let the moment be whatever it is. And there was a lot of just that. It was really good.
You heard it here first. Sit in the music, guys.
Yeah, that's
Incredible.
exactly what I was about to say.
I was gonna say that too.
Stole the words, like the picture, the framing.
You said it only about a second before I was about to.
Yeah.
So like
Maybe less.
another thing too, there's only 7 people in this group, and you know when you want to get an idea of playing with levels and really create that picture as to what we were talking about, it's hard to do that with 7 people.
Yeah.
They were able to pull off the levels and get really creative with it, so I enjoyed that part of this routine too.
Love it.
Yeah.
Question, before we wrap things up, out of the 4 dances that you guys have seen, the first one was Save Me, which was on that cliff, the beach.
One take.
Okay.
It was that one take. The next one after that was Fire. Fire!
Yes, I think your favorite hands down.
Yeah.
And then we watched the 3J, the Butter, Meg Thee Stallion dance break, and now Blood, Sweat, Tears. I'm curious, if you had to rate them, we don't need like in order, but what was the top one for you?
Fire. Still.
For me, I mean, from like I know how to dance, I know what to look for in dance. I think the 3J.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's my favorite too. That's my
for
favorite.
sure.
Nice.
That was tight.
Love it.
Love that.
Well, we appreciate you guys. So glad that we're, able to spread BTS and open eyes, but also learn from y'all. Like I think us and everyone watching probably learned a lot just by you guys thinking out loud. So appreciate that. Thanks for
It was
taking the
fun.
time.
Yeah.
This is super fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
This is like it should be its own podcast. Like
Yeah.
just feedback, honestly.
Let's just continue this as a series.
We'll bring them back, or
Bring
we'll
them
take
back
a trip
again.
to Houston
There you
and
go.
continue to
Yeah.
show more. Show some love to them. Shout out, subscribe, hit that like button if you did. Appreciate them here. Other than that, GVG, spread positivity, good vibes, love yourself. Have a great week, and y'all know how we end, right?
Let's go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, gang.
Let's go.
Peace out, y'all.
If you are not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time.
This is one of the sickest things. Oh.
on YouTube.
What? He has actually really good form. Like I was in a bowling league, and he's actually good.